Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football and welcome back to another live watch along. Semi-final, people, and Manchester United playing Nottingham Forest at the City ground. And I have to say, this is the first semi we've been in since Ollie, actually. So actually, it's not that long ago. But, I mean, look, Man United in semi-finals under Ollie have not been good. I think Carabao Cup, we got to the semi-final. I think we've lost our last two semi-finals. You know, not the greatest run in Carabao Cup semi-finals. However, we're used to getting Man City in the Carabao Cup semi-final. We've got Nottingham Forest. And look, Nottingham Forest, they brought about 30 players this season. Probably the only club that brought more players than Chelsea this season. Like, they're an all right side, but let's be honest, Man United should beat them. But this is a big occasion for Forest. They got quite far in the FA Cup, remember. This team, you know, Cups is a big occasion for them. This is a massive occasion for them. Semi-final, United, they're going to be up for it. They're going to give it 100%. And for me, it's so important that United are up for this as well. United don't go in here and underestimate it and think, oh, easy, we've got a trophy, la-di-la-di-la-di-la-di-la. Like, we can't think like that. We've got to be up to it. And we should be doing a City and be going into this game and going, you know what, let's win this game 2-0. So then in the home game, you know, we're quite comfortable. You know, I want to see United. We beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 last game. I want to see 3-0 all over again. So we pretty much, the second leg, we can rest a few players. Boom, we're in the final. What I don't like about the Carabao Cup is being 2 legs. There's that one extra game. I almost want this wrapped up in the first leg so we can rest people for the second leg. And I think it'll be Newcastle in the final. But this is massive because we haven't won a trophy in 5-6 years. I know it's the Carabao Cup, but it's really important that we get a trophy this season. Really important that Ten Hag gets a trophy in his first season to start off on the right foot. And I think, you know, we're never going to get an easier chance to win a trophy. You know, Newcastle, big team, but we've got to beat Forest in 2 games and then beat Newcastle in the final, who, to be honest, we should beat Newcastle, but obviously don't underestimate them. Like, this is our easiest run at a trophy, so it's really important. And I think Ten Hag, sorry, I've got a bit of a cough at the moment. I think Ten Hag is taking it quite seriously. It's a pretty strong lineup. He's rested Varane because Varane's, other than that, it's, you know, other than Varane and Luke Shaw being rested, and maybe Luke Shaw was even dropped because he wasn't particularly good versus Arsenal, he's almost gone with what he believes is the strongest lineup. Personally, I'd have rested Christian Eriksen and started Fred next to Casemiro. Personally, myself, I think Eriksen needs a rest, or maybe he plans on starting Fred at the weekend versus, is it Reading at the weekend? Is it Reading at the weekend or is it Palace? Someone confirm that with me. But look, I think this is actually like a more important game than I think some might think as well. Erik Ten Hag is ready for the battle and he's fielding a strong team. Exactly. Hedera is an option. We will talk about this. A good journalist, Simon Jones, who's got links to United, said that United are looking to do one more deal this January and are looking to bring in someone in the next 5 days. So we'll see if we get any updates on that. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. But one more signing for United seems to be thing. And Reading, Saturday, 8 p.m. Why 8 p.m. on a Saturday, man? Why 8 p.m. on a Saturday? I want to go out and I want Vlahovic, Raya, and Frankie, says Manish. I'd love those 3 players. They'd be brilliant. And as Gaz says, smash a like on the screen. Daniel saying 3-1 United. Do get your score predictions in down below, people. And Steve says, in domestic cup, scraps 2 legs and replays and make it more interesting. And 1 on the day. If second leg, the score could be 6-0. First leg's nothing. Yeah, literally. I hate the second leg shit. Like in the Champions League, I like it. I like it in the Champions League because you kind of build that suspense and you have like amazing comebacks and amazing second legs. But in the Carabao Cup, no one wants a second leg. I'm sorry. No one cares enough. No disrespect to the Carabao Cup, but we just don't. I don't mind the Carabao Cup, but I don't care. Erik Ten Hag's definitely keeping in mind Varane's injury prone, 100%. Sorry if I'm not the most talkative. I'm getting a cough at the moment. It's bloody annoying. I have to say that as well. And one of Raya, Costa, Casado, Frankie, Oshmin. I mean, look, they're all good signings as well. Is Lingard starting for Forest? No. That is the Forest lineup on the screen. That's the United lineup on the screen. Garnacho and Pellistri need to play second leg. Have we been comfortably? I'd like to see Garnacho and Pellistri get more minutes. As you can see, the Man United lineup is Anthony on the right, Rashford on the left, and Weghorst up top. I think Ten Hag just trying to build a connection between those front 3. As I don't believe they're linking up too well. Bruno is a 10, obviously. We've got Eriksen and Casemiro behind. I'd have played Fred over Eriksen, as I said. And then he's kind of done a bit of rotation on the back 4. If you look at the bench, we've got Garnacho, Fred, Alanga, McTominay, Maino, Pellistri, Brandon Williams, Varane on the bench. Maguire's not on the bench because Maguire, I think, picked up a yellow card and suspended. Jesse Lingard is on the bench because I think Jesse Lingard can play in this game, he can. For some reason, I thought Jesse Lingard was on loan and couldn't play. That's Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson can't play because it's on loan. Jesse Lingard obviously can play. Jesse Lingard is on the bench for this one. He's not starting. Had a bit of a mix-up there. But Garnacho and Pellistri, I would take off the bench for attacking options. Fred, I'd take off for a midfield option there. But it's, you know what, like, we really need some players, really. Obviously, no Sancho, no Martial. I mean, the Martial injury stuff's just getting boring now. Like, I'm actually bored of Martial. And I know it's not his fault, but he's just always injured. I know it's kind of Ollie's fault for playing him injured and all of that, but I'm just so bored of Martial injury this, Martial injury that, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, we just got no depth on the bench. No depth whatsoever on the bench here. We've got Garnacho and Pellistri. And I like those two players, but they shouldn't. That shouldn't be a United bench of youngsters. It shouldn't be. And, you know, obviously there's reports that United is going to bring in someone else. Lots of reports that United are going to bring in someone else in January. So hopefully we do. Apparently we're going to sign one more attacker on loan, but I couldn't tell you who that was. And I don't know if it's just a story because we've lost to Arsenal and a PR spin story. I don't know. Reports are we are going to bring someone else in on loan. The team's obviously coming out now. I'd be happy with Carabao Cup in 4th place. I'd be happy with a trophy in 4th place. You know, if someone said to me come August when we lost 4-0 to Brentford that Ten Hag was going to finish, I don't know, 3rd place with a trophy, I'd have bloody taken it. I tell you what, I would have really bloody taken it. So, yeah, honestly, I'm kind of similar to you. I'm happy with just trophy, top 4. Look, if, you know, I mean, Man United could be in a tight race. I don't think we are. You know, Arsenal could drop some points and we could go on a big run and all of that. You never know. But as said, like, I am just, I'm sure it worth a little. I'm very happy with what Man United have done so far this season. I'm very happy with what Ten Hag's done so far this season. In all honesty with you guys, you know, I know people are really angry that we lost to Arsenal, and yeah, I don't want to lose to Arsenal, and there's a lot of frustration, a lot of anger in the fan base. But I don't think it's that deep. Like, I look at it and I go, look, it's annoying that we dropped points to Arsenal. It's annoying that we dropped points to Palace in the 90th minute, but we're still on track to have a good season. And for me, that's the most important thing. We're still on a very good path, on a very good track as well. Man United will be glad there's midweek game. This game is to bounce back, says Steve. I think so as well. Obviously, we got two kind of nice games. I say nice games. This is a semi-final. And then we got Reading, but we got 2 games to maybe get some momentum, get the wins up again. And do you think Weghorst will be able to score today? It'd be nice if he got his first goal today for Manchester United. It would be really nice as well. And I'm excited. I really want a final, regardless of whether it's the Liga Cup. Yeah, I think just getting United in the final, being in a final again, will be good for the mentality. Because obviously the last time the Europa League it didn't go to plan. It didn't go as well as we wanted it. And Kevin Moore says Anthony needs a good performance today. Yeah, to an extent, but I still think Anthony's so over-criticised. So over-criticised. Like, yeah, he hasn't been perfect. Yeah, he hasn't been amazing. But the amount of hate Anthony gets, like, you know, people saying he's the biggest flop this season. I'm like, man, he scored a goal. He scored a fair few goals. Like, people are trying to label Anthony as the biggest flop. I'm like, yeah, he's not perfect. Yeah, he's not worth the money yet. But, like, I think the Anthony hate is so over the top. So over the top, to be fair. Like, I want him to have a good performance. He's had a few good performances, but he's not as bad as people are making out. And I think, again, he's a system player and he will become good. I do think the Anthony hate in this fan base is just a bit too much, in my opinion. Because I've sort of watched videos and everyone's like, Anthony's the biggest flop this season. Anthony's the worst player this season. I'm like, Anthony has more goals than Jack bloody Grealish, who costs 20 million more than him. But reportedly, Anthony's the biggest flop. I'm like, all right. I watched this video on TikTok. Man City fan said Grealish's transfer has been an 8 out of 10 and Anthony's transfer has been a 0 out of 10. I thought, well, Anthony's already got more goals than Grealish and he's only been here for like 10 games. I said Grealish has made no difference to City. He's been there a year longer than Anthony and cost 20 million more and is 5 years older. But somehow Grealish, according to this Man City fan, is an 8 out of 10 transfer and Anthony's a 1 out of 10 transfer. I mean, literally. Makes no sense, but I mean, City fans are delusional because they're not, you know, most of them have only been football fans for a few years. So, makes sense. But we're at the City again. I have to say, remember, Forest, they beat Arsenal in the FA Cup, they beat Leicester in the FA Cup, and they almost beat Liverpool here in the FA Cup. This is the Carabao Cup, but Forest have a very good home record in cup competitions, especially under Steve Cooper. So, It's not going to be as easy as some people think. A lot of people think this is going to be an easy game. I think Forest are going to make this a very difficult game for us. I don't think you can underestimate the Forest. Got a brilliant fan base as well. Massive team. And I think they will make things difficult. Keep smashing the likes, people. Keep subscribing if you're new. Lovely there. No, not so lovely. And of course, share the video. Bish, bash, bosh on all of that as well. I'm sorry if this isn't the most engaging live stream. I'm just absolutely knackered today. Absolutely knackered, people. Let me know score predictions. I'm going to say 2-1 United. I think it's going to be tight. I'm saying 2-1 United. If we can get Osimhen, I'd be happy. Look, we might like Osimhen in the summer. We'll talk about that. Anthony was good against Spurs. As Nick says, here we go. The game begins. I think it was a difficult game. People saying 3-0 United, potentially. Get the parasites out. Okay, tomorrow's video live stream, whatever it is, will be about, obviously, one, the Glazers getting out of the club, because we want those parasites. See you next Tuesday's out the club. Some updates on that. Oh, Rashford's doing a bit of good skill there. But I've got news insight on one last loan signing in January, which I'm really interested in getting into in tomorrow's live stream as well. There are reports that the Glazers. Do you know what's annoying? Do you know what I hate about Man United? Like, what the media are constantly lying to us, constantly being clickbait by the media. I go on Twitter, on football, get my football news, read a few articles. One article is telling me full sale confirmed. Man United full sale confirmed. La 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 la. Oh, Bruno across, but Weghorst can't get there. And then the next article is like, Glazers won't sell United. I mean, like the things we get told. One article I'm getting told the Glazers ain't selling United. The next article I'm getting told that the full sale's confirmed they will sell. I mean, the confliction between Man United journalists is absolutely mad. Eriksen here. Man United made a good start. We look like we're going for an early goal. We look really up for it so far. Rashford was shocking cross in though. It's mad. People saying 4-0 to United, 2-1. I mean, opening 2 minutes, all been United, but that's only the opening 2 minutes. You've got to see how we do over 90 minutes. People said, Paul again, 4-0 United. I'd love a 4-0, wrap it up in one leg. I'd love to do 4-0, wrap it up in one leg. EFL Cup finals, the 26th of February, the same day as Rangers versus Celtic League Cup final, is it? 26th of February, is that a Saturday? Or was that Sunday? When is that? I'm trying to think. I think that's a Sunday. Yeah, Sunday the 26th of February. So that's not far away. That's a month away. That is a month away. This time, in a month and 1 day, we could have just won the Carabao Cup. Obviously, got to get past the semi-final first. But yeah. Yeah, I was always on a Sunday, isn't it? It's a Champions League that's always on a Saturday. And Carabao Cup and FA Cup seem to always be on Sundays, don't they? Oh. My ears are hurting. These headphones I can't turn down for some reason. So loud. I'd love an early goal. Oh my God, what is that? Malacia almost, got an assist to the Forest player. They're playing it risky. Right, I've got a question for everybody in the chat. I want you to comment a player that you think realistically United get on a cheap deal or loan that you'd bring in January. Like Gravenberch on loan, would you go for Depay? Tell me, like, your real. Don't be saying Mbappe. Don't be saying Frankie de Jong. Don't be saying Enzo Fernandes. Someone that's going to be less than 15 million or potentially available on loan in midfield, striker, or even a position you think needs addressing. Tell me your deal that if you were the Man United board, you would be doing in the chat. Because I'd be looking for Gravenberch on loan, 100%. That'll be mine. It's mad. I saw a post today. So Spurs have spent 40 million. Liverpool have spent 40 million. Chelsea have spent like over 100 million. And Arsenal have spent about 60 million all in January. But Man United have done nothing but what a Besiktas player on loan. That is the difference between us and our rivals in the top four race. Ambition from the owners higher up, which is just more reason for why the owners need to go. Just more and more reason. I do really like the Forest ground. I'd have to say, Nottingham Forest is one of my favourite stadiums. I just love the kind of old-fashioned, historic vibe, Everything the Man City fans are dreaming of, history, Champions Leagues. I think Malacia's hands touched the ball there. I think Gravenberch, yeah, I agree. Romana apparently said Gravenberch won't be leaving alone. I haven't seen that yet, but I think Bayern should let him go on loan, but we don't know for sure if he will. Someone said bring back Ollie Ball. If you're saying bring back Ollie Ball, you're mad. Look, I liked Ollie as a guy. Ollie was a nice guy. Maybe too nice at times because he didn't tell some of our shit players, you're shit. But the last thing I want to see is Ollie Ball. Rashford making a good run. Oh, he's still going. Oh, what a goal! He just ran through them. That gave me Giggs vibes in the semi-final of the FA Cup. What a freaking goal by Marcus Rashford! 1-0! Goal! What a freaking goal. Marcus Rashford, man. What is going on with this guy? Just gets the ball. I'm just going to run from the halfway line and put it in the goal. Honestly, that looked too easy for Rashford. This is the Premier League side. Rashford didn't even look like he was trying. It looks too... I mean, this is confidence in Rashford. Confidence in Marcus fucking Rashford. He's like another level. He's got the ball before the halfway line. He just starts running. And he just goes through them. It's too easy for him. It's too easy for Marcus Rashford. And it's 1-0 already. Marcus fucking Rashford. Unbelievable. Literally just... He's making it look easy. Marcus Rashford has made that goal look easy. Like, this guy is on another level this season. Like, no one's got more goal contributions than him other than Haaland and Mbappe. And Mbappe is playing in basically a league worse than most leagues. Like, actually incredible how easy Marcus Rashford is making it look. What a freaking goal from Rashford. Let me refresh the score and the timer. I forgot that wasn't on. I actually like... The Rashford just scored a wonder of a goal versus Arsenal, a wonder of a goal today. Like, this guy generally just gets the ball and he's like, I'm going to take on 10 players and score. Like, this Rashford last season, this time a year ago, I'm going, freaking hell, Rashford, what you doing? You're not running, you're not tracking back, you're not passing. You know, Trashford, I didn't say Trashford, but people were going Trashford. I've always said with Rashford, I like the guy, I like the player, something's not right. I trust him. But I was saying, what are you doing, Rashford, last season? And this season, he gets the ball, and I just feel like he's going to score every game. He is scoring almost every game. Oh, Anthony almost makes it 2-0, but we couldn't have had a better start to this game, people. We could not have had a better start to this game. 1-0 up within 8 minutes, all over the game. Anthony could have made it 2-0. What we want to do this game is we want to go 1-2, 3-0 up. Like, ideally, we want to be winning this game 3-0. Easier said than done. No disrespect to Forest. I actually really do like Forest. We need to go ahead as much as we can. And then, obviously, second leg, we can rest some key players. And that is the perfect start. And now, we're set up to counter. Anthony is quickish. Rashford is fucking rapid. Forest have got to get a goal now. If we keep a clean sheet over the 2 legs, boom, we're through. So now we're in a really good position with that early goal. Really, really good position. But we can't rule out Forest at all. And Anthony close. Rashford's 200 million player at this rate, honestly. Remember, we're going to sell him to 60 mil for PSG. Yeah, I mean, absolutely mad as well. Maybe he's playing for the PSG move. Maybe he's playing for the PSG move. Last season, he would shoot from the halfway line. Last season, Rashford would have got the ball and ran straight into the player and wouldn't have got near the box. Like, Rashford, I love Rashford. Rashford last season, just did not chase the ball. He would shoot in stupid positions. He wouldn't make the nice obvious pass. He'd run into players. This season, Rashford just goes, zoom, and just walks through them. Like, generally, you know when you play FIFA on beginner mode, that Rashford goal reminded me of playing FIFA on beginner mode. He just got the ball and he went goal from before the halfway line. Because when I play FIFA on beginner mode, when I'm playing career mode and I want to win my games 12-13-0, which isn't actually that fun, but I like to stat pad with my players. When normally last season I was, well, actually not last season, but when Man United play bad, I go on FIFA, beginner mode, career mode, Man United, and go and beat Liverpool 12-0. And you can just run through the players on beginner mode on FIFA. It's like Rashford at the moment. He basically tore Thomas Partey a new one. Ben White had to come off at half time because he couldn't deal with Rashford. And Forest have got a corner here. Rashford's making football look like beginner mode on career mode at the moment. Just walks through them. Man United need to go for more, not relax, as they did versus Arsenal. Ten Hag wanted Man United to take games to tea and the level he should get United on. Spot on by Steve. So versus Palace, what did Man United do? 1-0 up, sat back in the second half, invited pressure, 2 relaxed, Palace equalised. What did we do again versus Arsenal? Went 1-0 up, let them equalise right away. Made it 2-2, sat back, they got that winner. Versus Palace versus Arsenal, we sat back. Now we're 1-0 up, we need to be killing off games, as Steve said, going for 2-0. Alice, you've had a bit of cough, okay? I'm actually like fine. I'm just a bit coffee and headachy. I'm not like really ill. You know when you're ill, but not like ill. Like, you know when you're run down, but you could still go to school or work. Oh, here's Rashford again. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm ill and run down, but I'm not like poorly. Like, I can function. Like, I could go to uni, I can work and shit. I want United to make a 2-0. That'll make me feel a lot better. Let's make it 2-0. Ericsson. Oh, I want Weghorst to get his first goal. I really want Weghorst to get his first goal. I'd absolutely love that. As Kino said, Rashford last season had a lot on his mind, and this season he's fully focused on football. It's proving now exactly. And hopefully, as Kino said, this will happen to Sancho as well. Hopefully, this does happen to Sancho as well. A lot of people saying Anthony flop. Too early to judge him. Judge Anthony next season. I tell you this now, Anthony's second season at United is going to ball out. Once Ten Hag gets him linking with a right back and midfielder, and once Ten Hag gets a permanent striker in for Anthony to link with, I think Anthony will be good. It's about the players he links with as well. I won the league with Sunderland on a beginner mode of FIFA. Love that. To be fair, like FIFA career mode against like the top level is actually freaking hard. I think I played on professional, so then I'd always win, but at least it'd be somewhat difficult. But I am that good at FIFA as well. Weghorst wants to stay after his loan and sign a permanent contract. I doubt that's going to happen unless he's fucking brilliant. I think, you know, it's Vlahovic, Oshmin, someone get on loan. If you think Anthony's a flop, don't forget we would have played Elanga instead. Exactly as well. And as Daniel said, Anthony's time for settle, for fuck's sake. I know, literally. It's a 22-year-old in the new league that scored 5 goals in like 13 starts as well. And someone explained to me something wild to better than Ronaldo. Just wants to be here. But wants to be here is a big thing. You know, under Ten Hag, if you don't want to be here, fuck off. And I think Ronaldo's all round better than Weghorst, but one wants to be here, one doesn't. And you don't want to create a dressing room where someone doesn't want to be here because it dampens the mood. And that's why Ten Hag had to do what he had to do, you know. Wasn't because he thought Weghorst was better or anything. Of course he didn't. But, you know, it's just about preserving the dressing room, preserving that kind of spirit. That's what you got to do. It's going to be 3-0 United, hopefully. Gaz said it's Lingard playing. He's on the bench. He's on the bench, people. We all love Casemiro. We all love Casemiro. We all love Casemiro. Oh, Fernandes, Anthony, come on, mate. This is your goal. Oh, fuck off, Anthony. I've just been praising you, saying, everyone's too harsh on you, and you've missed a fucking sitter. Anthony should be putting that, at least hitting the target. He should at least be hitting the target. I've been sitting there, I've been protecting Anthony, I've been backing up Anthony. But he's got to be hitting the target from there. He has to hit the target from there, man. Anthony, man. Anthony, you need to do better. But I still think Anthony will be fine in time. I feel sorry for Anthony because he gets so much slander on social media. It probably just ruins his confidence. You know what annoys me about United fans is we can criticise a player, but sometimes we over-criticise a player and we're just generally slandering them for everything they do wrong on social media. We know the players read it. It ruins their confidence and it doesn't help them. I feel like new players, you know, if they're Tom and Maguire when they've had a million chances, they're not good enough, fine. But I think new players, we need to stop slandering them so quickly because they're just going to knock their confidence and make it harder for them to settle in. And obviously, Ten Hag did say you want the type of characters that won't be knocked by that or phase and have the mentality to play for United 100%. But I do sometimes think, like, some people, not all people, it's a minority of people in our fan base overreact. And it can have agendas instantly. Rashford on the ball. Rashford tried to play it into Weghorst, but it didn't quite pay off. It's nice that the Forest don't have their first choice keeper in Henderson, because that'll make a big difference. And Dean Henderson is actually very important to Forest. Oh, fuck off. What's that? Shit pass from Bruno. But look, United are playing really well. I've been really impressed with this start. United on the front foot. United the better, most dominant team. Really good start from Manchester United here as well. Time to sell De Gea, McTominay, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, 100%, but they'll be sold in the summer. I could keep De Gea for another year, and Premier League needs a strong United, 100%. And do you think Casemiro got a yelling from Ten Hag for the yellow card? Ten Hag was probably frustrated, but Ten Hag just goes, I can't change it now. Lord Lingard. Imagine Lingard comes on and gets a goal. And then Millie rocks in front of our fans. Yeah, get those shots on goal. Hennessy is terrible. Exactly. And Man United playing well, but they need to be focused and not underestimate Forest and go for the game the right way. And the second leg, yeah, we need to go and try and make this 2-0, 3-0, like really attack the game. And I think we started well, and we need to continue that as well. We could tell Anthony was overrated. We could have paid 40 million. Anthony is a 40, 50 million pound player that we spent 100 million on because the board is just incompetent. Alice, when do you expect Sancho return next week? I think maybe the next Forest game he'll be on the bench. He's only been back a week. It's normally about 2 weeks back and they start to return. I think Sancho will be on the bench very, very soon, to be honest. But yeah. I do think Sancho will be on the bench soon. I think as well with Sancho, he's on the right track. Ten Hag's been very patient with the situation. I think Ten Hag's got to be patient with the situation. But Jadon Sancho seems to be on the right track as well, which is the main thing. Rashford. Oh. So, can Rashford get in there, cause some problems would be nice. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Eriksen plays it into Fernandes. Fernandes into Rashford. Come on, let's make this 2-0. Rashford into Eriksen. Wan-Bissaka. What's he fucking doing? Oh, Wan-Bissaka, what is he fucking doing? But he gets the freaking ball. I'll tell you that. Oh, fuck off, Forest player falling on the floor, little pussy. You're fine. You're not injured. Delo's injured, so that's why Wan-Bissaka's playing. Delo is injured. Sancho is back in training, but not right. And surprise, people, obviously, Martial was injured. But, I don't even need to tell you Martial was injured at this rate, do I? Wouldn't surprise me if Sancho was back for Reading. Maybe. Ten Hag's just been really careful not to rush Sancho back. And what's wrong with Rashford? He can't stop scoring. Confidence, Ten Hag, momentum. Yeah, Rashford is just unbelievably good at the moment. Smash a like for Rashford as well. Would you want Raya or Costa to replace De Gea? Yeah, look, I like De Gea, but I do think long-term Ten Hag needs someone with distribution. I think David Raya, 15 million. That is an absolute steal as well. And people have a lot of respect for Ten Hag. And everyone knows that Ten Hag believes in Anthony. 80% of us are going to be patient. 100%. Anthony will take time. Anthony will take time as well. And wait, Martial's injured. I know. I don't think Martial's ever had an injury before. Like, I can't believe Martial's injured. I thought this guy never got injured as well. Gas, just get the lights up for Boss Alice, exactly. And Shaw being out tonight, Reading due to being ill. Is Shaw ill? I was going to say maybe he was resting Shaw. I didn't actually know specifically why Luke Shaw was out of the match, but it's said that Luke Shaw has got a bit of an illness. I think everyone's ill at the moment. Like, I'm a bit ill at the moment. I've just got a bit of a cough and a snotty nose. I probably have COVID. I just can't be asked to do a COVID test because I don't want to have to. Well, I don't have to isolate, but if I have it, then I know I have it. And, I don't know. I feel like COVID's at that point where it's kind of like irrelevant now. Like, I think with COVID, it's like just a common cold. Like, I feel like everyone's had COVID once or twice by now. And I feel like, fuck lockdown, to have your vaccine if you're worried about it, because that does protect you to an extent. And just like treat it like a common cold now. Like, but Lisandro Martinez having a bit of problems there. I got the ball. Is that a half? No, it's their throw on. Brennan Johnson. I have to say, does Lingard start much before us? Has Lingard been a good? I don't really watch loads of Forest, to be fair. But has Lingard been a good signing for Forest or not really? Because he's not starting today. Like, is he good? Is he all right? Is he a bit like okay? Is he just like kind of one of those that Forest aren't doing particularly well in general anyway? So no one's been like amazing. Like, I don't know if there's any Forest fans on here with like an insight into how Lingard's been as well. Andres, I hope you get better, Alice. Thank you. And Lingard's mostly injured, is he? He's got the Martialitis. I swear, like, generally, I think someone tweeted the other week, Martial got injured coming out the womb, and I think they were right. I generally think Martial is the type of guy that he'll be fit for the Reading game, and Martial walk on the team bus and a pull a muscle. Walking on the steps of the team bus, Martial will pick up an injury. Do you still play Fantasy Premier League? I have my Fantasy League, but I have to admit I haven't updated my fantasy team since about game week 8. So I still got my fantasy team and all that, but I do it at the start and I do a few changes, and then when games get postponed and cancelled and there's 2 in a game week and players get injured, I just forget, and then I lose points and then I just give up. But next year I'm going to actually proper do fantasy. I blame the Queen for dying. I was doing my fantasy, the Queen died. There was just the postponements and shit, and then I just fucked up my team. I did. Rashford's making a run here, but I have my league. I couldn't tell you what the league code was though. Oh, Rashford a good ball in there, but Malacia can't quite get there. Martial probably gets a hamstring injury from going for a wee. Triple captain Rashford, yeah. Sick of these one-touch mid passes from Bruno. I quite like the pattern to play, but we need to get them off. And yeah, I'm blaming you know what? If Arsenal win the league, it's Queen Liz's fault. Because right, if Queen Liz didn't die, the Palace game wouldn't have been suspended, which would have meant that United would have played Palace earlier on in the season, not midweek, just before Arsenal, which would mean that Casemiro wouldn't get that yellow. We'd had a week's rest before Arsenal, and we would have come to the game and probably taken something from that Emirates game. So if Arsenal win the league, Queen Liz, it's on you. It's on you. You should have just stayed alive a little bit longer. You should have, I'm glad that she was alive for her Jubilee, though. I think it would have been really sad if she had died just before the Jubilee, because that is like a big thing. But she just should have stayed alive a bit longer. Anthony. Bruno, good ball into Rashford. Well, I say good ball. Can Rashford get there? He can. Come on, Rash dog. Oh, crap from Rashford. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shit. What are we doing? Oh, it's 1-1. Piss off. Silly counter-attack goal. What is that? Yeah, twat. Really? Ten Hag will be fuming. Is he off? Oh, Lindelof. This is why we need Varane. Because Lindelof's left him in space. Please be offside. Lindelof, you're getting a slap if this is onside. Please be offside, or Lindelof's getting slapped up. Is he off? I think he might be off. Please, I think he's going to be off. Is it off? VAR to the rescue, because Lindelof, you should be kissing VAR after that. You should be kissing VAR after that. Suck on that, Forest. Suck on that. Still 1-0 United. They're good. But I tell you what, good counter-attacking goal from Forest. I'd be pissed off if I was a Forest fan, because that was a good goal. But, my God, we cannot be conceding chances like that. We cannot. If they hit us on the counter, boom. That was poor from United. Offside or not, if I am Ten Hag, I'm taking them in the dressing room half time, and I'm wringing their neck and going, we cannot be doing that in a semi-final, giving them that much space. Unacceptable. VAR to the rescue. Thank God for VAR, people. I tell you that. Because we've been so in control, we've been so dominant. One fuck up, give them a bit of space, boom. Forest equalise. Not what we want to see. Oh, no. What? Hennessy catches that. Lindelof, says Gaz. Exactly. And that goal was a wake-up call. Lindelof has to bloody wake up. I tell you that. Linda run away from the ball. Victor Tendersoft. Shaw's apparently ill. I'm glad that's offside. It was only just offside. Oh, camera's gone a bit blurry. I'm just seeing the chat now, because you guys will be 30 seconds ahead of me and you'll be shouting, it's offside, Alice. calm down, it's offside. And I'm like, my TV's 30 seconds behind yours. And I'll be going, it's just offside, it's offside. Oh my. El Sleepy, I tell you what. Their goal was a big wake-up call. And I tell you, oh! Bloody hell. They almost scored there. We need to wake the fuck up. We need to wake the actual fuck up. Lindelof's getting bullied today. What is going on here? What is going on here? We need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. What's going on? United need to wake up. We need to wake up. Forest have got a corner here. Fucking hell. Forest corner. Right. Don't do anything stupid, United. Don't do anything stupid. Get the ball away. We actually... Oh! Fuck. Forest almost made that 1-1. De Gea's woken up. De Gea's woken up. My goalkeeper, David De Line. David De Gea. We need to get a bloody second goal because Forest are coming at us. Tell you what. So the only ones coming at us right now. I'll tell you that. Oh. Get the ball and make it 2-0. Forest having a bit of momentum. The fans get behind. Rashford's. Come on, Rash Dog. Come on, Rash Dog. Oh, it was a shit pass. I love Rashford, but he still is shit at passing. He still is shit at passing. I mean, look at this volley from the Notts player. What a save by De Gea. What a save by De Gea. I have to say, good on De Gea. Glory, David De Gea, that. Glory, De Gea, because that was close. That was close. Lucky. I'm worried though, because Forest look like they're getting it. Rashford's passing needs to improve. Yeah, his shooting's good, his dribbling's good, but this is passing. Thank God for De Gea. Forest scoring but being offside could be a good thing for United because it might wake them up, hopefully. But Forest, since the goal, have had a good opportunity as well. I need a Weghorst goal. Oh, no, Fernandes can't get in. I need a Weghorst goal. That'd be nice. Or an Anthony goal. Get some confidence in the attack because all our goals, fuck me, Wambus. Brennan Johnson's here. De Gea with the save again. Since the last 10 minutes, Forest attack. Forest are looking like the better team at the moment. We need to wake up. What I will say is, Rashford's our only attacker that's scoring goals at the moment. I need Weghorst or Anthony to get on that score sheet because we're too reliant on Rashford scoring. And also, we're letting Forest, Forest are going into this game. The last 10-15 minutes since the goal, who's been the better team? Forest. Who looks like they're going to get the next goal? Forest. United need to wake the fuck up. Oh, we're just giving the ball away, you twit. Oh, my. There we go. Forest looking really good. I've had a few chances, Forest, and if they had some better players, they'd have been 2-1 up with the opportunities they've had. They're unlucky with the first goal, it's offside. And then since then, they've been pushing, and Forest will feel a bit unlucky now. So United need to get their arse together and actually go and get a bloody goal or something. Eriksen here. Christian Eriksen. Bruno is tippy-tappy touches. Stop it. Oh. Fuming. We need a right back. Look, we do need a right back. That's for the summer as well. Missing Varane. Missing Varane is big people think Butcher's the only good defender. No, Butcher and Varane are just as important as well. Weghorst is a workhorse. At least that's what his name means. He is a bit of a workhorse though. He does press and all of that as well. Give them some Red Bull or something that'll wake them up. Yeah, I'll tell you what, they need a bit of Red Bull in there. Guardiola was screening in the summer. I prefer Guardiola. Alice is hyper. Alice is ill, so she's got to be hyper, Alice. Otherwise, she'll fall asleep. Got to try and stand hyper. Rash Dog. Rashy with the skill. Malacia. Oh, my God. Look at Malacia. Woo! With the ball. Come on. 2-0. 2-0 before half-time, people. Anthony, what the fuck was that? We need Weghorst. Big, tall bitch Weghorst. No, can't get the ball. Casemiro. No, he's lost the ball. Casemiro's lost the ball. Can't believe Wolves got 40 million for Gibbs White. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, he can't shoot. The defending has been atrocious. The defending has been absolutely atrocious. Johnson is looking unbelievable. Johnson's having the game of his life. I mean, this is embarrassing for the defence. Johnson is just embarrassing our defence. My God. Why are they actually getting embarrassed? I always thought that Lindelof was a better choice than Maguire when Varane and Martinez need a break, but I'm not sure. Honestly. Like, this Brennan Johnson guy, mate, he's playing sick. He's playing sick and I don't like it. He's playing too good. He's playing too good. Alice looks like a secretary in a porn movie. Fuck's sake. As the EFL Cup finals on the 26th, the same day United are playing Brentford at home in the league, the Brentford game will need to be moved if Man United got final. That's good. I'll push back a Brentford game as far as possible as well. Anthony should have scored and made it 2-0, honestly. Yeah, I agree. Weghorst on the ball here. Weghorst on the ball. Oh, I was so frustrated that Anthony missed that chance earlier on. There he goes. Lindelof's making a run. Anthony plays it into Eriksson. Let's make it 2-0. Can we make it 2-0 before half time? It's not been good enough. Oh, Anthony! Oh, how's he not scored that? Anthony's missed another one. Anthony's missed another one. That was brilliant football as well. Brilliant play from Anthony. Brilliant one touch. And he just can't put it in the back of the net. Anthony should have put that one in as well. He's missed 2 big chances now. Fuck's sake. God, United. Should be doing better with that. Bruno. Giving it away. Oh, and here come Forest. Forest have looked much better. We've had some good moments. We've had some good patterns of play, but Forest have looked much better than us so far this game, haven't they? Much better. Get it away. Get it in the fuck grid. Brandon Williams is in the squad today as well. Oh, we look defensively weird. 18 goals this season for Rashford, man. 18 goals. That Johnson's scaring me. I'm scared that Forest are going to get a goal. I'm scared Forest are going to get a goal here. But Marcus Rashford is the first player in the top 5 European leagues to reach 10 goals post-World Cup. No player scored more goals than Rashford post-World Cup. I mean, he's having an unbelievable season. Ooh. Oh, the thing is as well, Anthony did so well and he didn't put it in the back of the net. Like, it was absolutely unreal football. And like, we've defended poorly, but going forward, we've absolutely played like good football. And then Anthony just can't put it in the back of the net as well. Oh, frustrating. Haaland's having a good season. I said Haaland's been the best player this season in the league, and everyone said no, he's made City worse. Mate, he scored like 30 goals nearly. Yeah. Need some more passing mid from United. We need to do some more patterns of play. Like, what we've done was good with the, when Anthony missed. Like there, we've done some good passes, some good patterns of play. Just put it in the back of the net more. I think we're trying to overcomplicate as well. Hedera on loan would be a good move. I think so. I think any midfielder on loan at this rate. As we're so reliant on Casemiro and so like in depth as well. Anthony's having a bad day at the office so far. Needs to be more aggressive. Maybe the reason he's not looking good. I think if he'd have scored that chance, he'd be having a good day. I thought the play was good. Like, he's just done a good pass here into Weghorst. but he's just not putting his chances away. And that, yeah, it's not big enough in that sense. Honestly. Haaland's killing it, exactly. Bruno, Rashford. Oh, over-touched the touch. Bruno's pass has been a bit sloppy, yeah. Forest home form is pretty good, so 1-0 is at least a requirement. Yeah, I don't think, look, I think Forest have been good this game. I think, to be fair, score would be 1-1. But I think United, there's been moments where United could make this 2-0 and United have been really good, and there's been moments where Forest are good, but we've been a bit sloppy at the back, all in all. We need to do better in defending. We've just been too sloppy at the back for my liking, probably too sloppy at the back for Erik Ten Hag's liking as well. I don't think Ten Hag will be most happy with this and some of the sloppiness at the back, in all honesty, will he? Ten Hag's got quite high standards. He probably won't like that. 10 minutes plus stoppages to half time, so probably like 12 minutes as well. I'd maybe bring on Fred at half time, put a bit more energy in there. I think Eriksen looks knackered. Eriksen looks knackered this game, doesn't he? Midfield is getting a little bit. Midfield isn't up for it today, is he? Oh, I wish Anthony did score that goal, though. I wish Anthony scored that goal. It would have been an absolutely incredible goal, wouldn't it? Absolutely incredible. I would think getting Fred on at half time. I still think Eriksen just looks knackered. Just looks absolutely knackered. People saying Mbappe, watch out for Rashford. Rash dog. Second goal is definitely needed. The way Forest are coming back into this. I'd like to go 2-0 up at half time, but I don't think that's going to happen. And we do 3 subs at 5 subs. I think it's 5 subs. Good game for neutrals. Yeah, it's been a decent game. Like, both teams have attacked. Both teams have gone at it. Both teams have created chances. I think from a neutral perspective, it's probably been, like I say, things coming out of focus. From a neutral perspective, it's probably been quite a good game. Bruno needs to do more. I think Bruno's been okay, like in terms of involvement, but his touches have been bad. It's Brennan Johnson again. This guy's been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He's causing us some problems. We need to watch out for him as well. Nice to see Sir Alex Ferguson in the stands. We all love Sir Alex. We all love Sir Alex. We all love Sir Alex. We do. Casemiro's not having his best game. He's just lost the ball here to Gibbs freaking White. We look a bit lost in midfield. We look like a bit dozy. Not having his best game. Casemiro and Eriksen not having the best game. I'd get fucking Fred on. Fred, the motherfucking red, get on the pitch, please. And Weghorst, that's a foul. Well, at least Weghorst can win a foul. I tell you, I think we need Fred. Casemiro is having a McTominay kind of game to begin with. I mean, he defended quite well, and he's the last 5-10 minutes. Casemiro he can't do it all himself. Eriksen's offered nothing this game, and he can't do it all himself. Anthony. Oh, can't quite play it for. Oh, and it's a goal kick. Oh, what is this? Scrappy. Our attack is poor. It's not been great. I think we had some good patterns of play, but I think the midfield for me has been the poorest. I think if I was going to criticise anyway, it's the midfield. This is our best midfield, but we're just not getting a hold of it. We're just not getting a hold of it like we normally do. I need a bit more in the midfield for me. Not good enough from United in that aspect. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Play here, Bissaka. I mean, 2-0 I think could change the game for us. But look, Eriksen's just given it away. Eriksen's having a horrid game. Ten Hag needs to take him at half time. He's having a horrid game. Really is. Not going well for him. Here comes Forest. Good block. Scarpet's over. There we go. Get out. Get out. There's no McTominay. No, McTominay probably won't help. Probably won't help. Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. We're just not... I don't know what's going on with the midfield today. I just think, as I said, I just think Eriksen needs to be taken off. He just looks knackered. He's playing too much. I think I'd get Fred on. I think there's just no control, no balance compared to normal. Like, I think we just need a bit more control, a bit more balance. I think we just need a lot more in general this game that we're not quite getting. I mean, look, we're 40 minutes in. Like, this game's been interesting. It's 1-0 United. I think Forest have done enough to make it 1-0. The game's given there's been a bit of entertainment. It's not been a boring game, but, you know, United have had chances where they could make it 2-0. And United, I wouldn't say United have been bad. Like, we've done enough to make it 2-0, but Forest have done enough to get a goal. It should be 1-1 right now. We've given Forest too much time, too much spaces, too much chances. And, you know, Anthony's missed 2 chances, and, you know, some of the passing's been a bit sloppy, and Eriksen's just almost just getting bullied in midfield here. The defence having to do a lot because, I mean, to be fair, it's basically Casemiro seems to be our only midfielder today, and Forest is swarming the midfield. I'm just giving, oh, well done, Weghorst. Here we go. Here we go, Bruno. There's so much space back. There's so much space where Anthony was. He could have literally passed it to Anthony in a shit ton of space. Bruno literally could have passed it to Anthony there in a shit ton of space. And he's passing it to Casemiro. Anthony's open. Freaking hell, Bruno. Just making the wrong pass there. We've had 2 free chances, 100% as well. Speed on the counter causes problems. Forest are vibrant. Exactly. We've hit 100 likes, guys, so let's go for 200 likes. Do smash the like button if you haven't already. See if we can get 200 likes by the end of the video. Oh boy. I think there'll only be about 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes of stoppages max. Why am I lagging? Would you chat for a cheeky 1-0? Like, look, if we win the game, that's the most important thing. I'd like to win this game 2-3-0 so we could be more comfortable going in the second leg, in the sense of, shit, we're just giving the ball away. Fernandes gets it back. I'd like to win this game comfortably, but, you know, I don't want to underrate Forest, just because I think I don't want to go into the second leg having to play all our strongest players when we could rest them before the Premier League. But right now, we'd be lucky to win this game because we're just not on it. We're too asleep. We need Ten Hag to give them a big bollocking at half time because they are far too asleep for my liking, these players. Far too asleep. They've literally fallen half asleep. Oh. There's a report that came out today that says Bernardo Silva, João Cancelo, Gundogan, Laporte and Kyle Walker are reportedly unhappy with Pep Guardiola at the moment. Bernardo Silva wants out of Man City. We know Gundogan wants out of Man City, but also reportedly Cancelo, Laporte and Kyle Walker want out of Man City. So maybe Man City's era is coming to an end, which would be really nice. Weghorst has had no service again today. I do feel sorry for him. He's generally getting no service. We need Sancho back on that right wing to create service for our striker. That's what we need. Bruno's going to shoot because he's a twat. Great. Ten Hag is very, very angry. You can see it. Ten Hag's getting very frustrated as well. Very frustrated. Look at his face. He's thinking, what the fuck you fucking doing, you twits? That's what Ten Hag's thinking. United Robbo's spot on with this tweet. Our depth has been exposed. The more and more the season has gone on, nobody stood up and proved their future under Ten Hag. Buying Wan-Bissaka, and he'll probably get sold in the summer. 100%. The lack of depth is just showing. The lack of squad depth is showing tonight. Let's just go here from Casemiro. Anthony. Oh, get in. Wow, Weghorst gets a goal. 2-0. Was not expecting that, but we needed that scrappy goal. It don't matter how it gets him. The poacher, Weghorst. Go, 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 go. 2-0. My God, we needed that because Forest were looking good. Forest were going into that game. And this is a lovely bit of play here. I have to say, Anthony does really well here. Sorry, Casemiro. Casemiro does really well here. Anthony gets the ball, has the shot. And then there's Weghorst. Boosh to put it in the net. Proper striker's finish. Proper striker's finish. And that is 2-0 to Manchester United. And that's a really good striker's finish. Just there, right time, right moment, to put it in the back of the net, and it's 2-0 to United. And that is Wout Weghorst there. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's his first goal for United as well. So that will give him the confidence. That will give him the confidence going on, I think. I tell you what, he's got no service, to be fair. He's got absolutely no service so far. But 2-0, we're very lucky to be 2-0 up. Like, we've created chances and we've been quite good in the attack, but Forest deserve a goal. Forest absolutely deserve a goal this game. They've been really good. They've really taken the game to us. So to be 2-0 up, considering that we've been sloppy, I'll take it. But I think, at the end of the day, we've been sloppy, but we have the quality that Forest don't have. We have the £500 million squad. They don't. We do have the better players. And Forest have come at us. Forest have been energetic. But at the end of the day, sloppy United, the quality's still showing. And I don't think we've been awful. Like, we've created chances. Like, I think the patterns of play and attack's been good. But we conceded more chances than we probably like to, haven't we? But Wout Weghorst. Wow, Weghorst, good goal from Anthony. And wow. Who needs Oshtenhem? We got Wout. Pick that Wout. Weghorst. 2-0. 2-0, people. 2-0. And that is half-time, people. Wout Weghorst gets his first United goal. Rashford scoring. Rashford scoring and Martial being injured. You can predict that for nearly every game this season at United. If you tell me two things to predict this season before a game, I will tell you that Martial will be injured, and I will tell you that Rashford will score. And Rashford once again gets on the score sheet, people. Let me know your first half man of the match in there. I think Weghorst has been all right. I think Rashford's been all right. I'll be honest, I'll probably give Rashford first half man of the match. I don't think the defence has been particularly on it. I think the midfield's been sloppy. I think that Rashford goal was brilliant. I'd give Rashford or Wout man of the match. I think Wout's had no service, but he's held up the ball well. I'd probably give Rashford man of the match. Going into the half-time player ratings here, United are 2-0 up. Rashford, Wout, and Bruno all got a 7.2 rating here. Casemiro 7.1. Anthony 6.4. I think Eriksen's been the worst player on the pitch in my opinion. Really not at it. And defensively, it's okay. If we look at the statistics here, we've had 67% possession, 8 shots, 4 on target. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target. Big chances, we've had 2. They've had none. I think United deserve the lead. I think a fair score would probably be 2-1. I think that Forest will feel unlucky not to have a goal. I think that offside goal was probably onside. I think it was a bit unfair to Forest. And, Forest have caused us problems. We're 2-0 up. And I think that, we've created enough chances to have scored 2 goals. I think we've been quite good in terms of attack and creating chances. Anthony could have 2 goals. It could almost be 3-1. But I think, we're losing the ball a bit more than we need to in midfield. Giving possession away a bit more than we need to in midfield. It's gone a little bit sloppy as well. But every touch Wout has had a good first half as well. And we need to slow the game down. Casemiro carrying the midfield. Casemiro is doing it all himself. I think the lack of squad depth is showing. I think today, especially today, the lack of squad depth at Manchester United is showing. Anthony looks absolutely knackered. Eriksen, looks absolutely knackered. And I have to say, maybe we should play Fred. I think, the lack of depth in attack, the lack of depth in midfield, the way Forest were on us today, I think it did show. I think it really did show it. And I think United definitely need some investment. I don't think Bruno's been too bad. I think Bruno's passing's been sloppy at times, but I think Bruno's had an okay game. Obviously, the 2 goals have come from Rashford and Weghorst. The assist obviously came from Casemiro. Lisandro Martinez, best defender, 3 tackles so far this game. Christian Eriksen's had the most passes, but I don't think he's been particularly good today. I think he's been a bit sloppy. Casemiro, again, won 3 of his duels. Bruno's won a few duels. If you go into the attacking statistic, Antony's missed a big chance, had 2 shots on target, unlucky not to have a goal. If you look at dribbles again, Casemiro's completed a dribble for United. Casemiro's been all right in that aspect. I think he's controlling the midfield. Lisandro's made the most clearances. Casemiro's made the most blocks. Bruno's made the most interceptions with Casemiro. And Lisandro carrying it for tackles. Lisandro's been quite good again defensively. Passing statistics, Eriksen's had 62 touches and has been the most involved in the game with 2 key passes. But I think from a defensive standpoint, Eriksen is vulnerable. Even though his stats are good, I think from a defensive standpoint, Eriksen's vulnerable. Bruno created the big chance. I think Bruno's having an underrated game. Look, midfield hasn't been good. We have conceded a lot of chances, but Bruno, I know he's given the ball away a little bit, but Bruno is creating chance after chance for these attackers. And, Bruno should have an assist on that Antony situation as well. And then obviously Jules won, Casemiro, Bruno. We've not won a whole lot of duels. Bruno has given the ball away 12 times, which is on the frustrating side. But if I was to look and go back to the lineups here on my screens and do some player ratings for you over the lineups, I'd probably give David De Gea. I'd probably give De Gea a 7. I'd probably give, Wan-Bissaka a 6. I'd probably give Lindelof a 5. Some people say, it's good defending. He's holding his line. I don't think that was good defending. I'd give Lisandro a 7. I'd give Malacia a 6. I'd give Eriksen a 6. I'd give Casemiro a 7. I'd give Antony a 6. I'd give Bruno a 7. I'd give Rashford a 7.5. And I'd probably give Wout a 7.5 for that first half as well. Would be great to see what Wout could do if he had a bit of service. Exactly. I mean, he's got a goal and he made that goal out of nothing. He was just, striker's instinct in the right position at the right time. But yeah, I mean, Brennan Johnson for Forest has been fantastic. Brennan Johnson has got me a bit scared. You don't understand how glad I am that we got the second goal. The fact that I am really relieved that we got a second goal versus Forest at half time is a bit of credit to Forest, because I think that Forest will feel unlucky. I think Forest really came out in that second half. I thought Forest were. That first half. I thought Forest, from spells of that game, were on top of us. There was times where Forest were dominating the midfield, and I think if you're Nottingham Forest, you might feel a little bit unlucky that you didn't get a goal. I think, the offside was harsh. And I have to say, Forest did scare me, because I did think Forest looked particularly very threatening today, and Forest looked very, very good. And I think United do need to wake up a bit as well. But I think, let me know your man of the match. I'd probably give it to Rashford as well. 2-0 as well, which is a good score to be. I'm very happy with that as well. Antony and Eriksen are like defensive liabilities. There have been a slight liability in defence, but it is what it is. And I'd give Wout a 10 out of 10. I mean, you can't dislike Wout. And Martial was good, but the injuries destroy him too much, 100%. And Fred for Eriksen. Yeah, let's look at the substitutions. I would look to get a Fred on for Eriksen. If you go 3-0 up, I'd like to rest Rashford, even though we got Reading at the weekend, for someone like Garnacho. I'd like to see Pellistri get a run in, but I would probably put Fred on for Eriksen at half time, because I think we're 2-0 up now. I'd like to win the game 3-0, kill it off in the second half. But I think, to do that, maybe the bit defensive stability, I would probably bring on Fred for Eriksen. I don't know about you guys, but that would be my sub, if there's any subs you would make. I have to say, I think Bruno's had an underrated game. Bruno's had 48 touches. He's made 3 key passes, and he created a big chance. And, 4 out of 4 long balls is good for Bruno. But giving the possession away 12 times, which is frustrating. Well, Weghorst, as you can see, he's got a goal. He had 1 shot on target. Well, Weghorst has only had 11 touches all game. He's 100% pass accuracy. 1 is dual. He's had 11 touches all game. His 1 shot goes in the back of the net. All his passes are accurate. Wout hasn't seen a lot of the ball, but what I like about Wout Weghorst is when he gets the ball, he doesn't give it away as well. Antony for Garnacho potentially. I think though, when we subbed off Antony in the Palace game and when we subbed off Antony in the Arsenal game, we got worse. I actually think that Antony, we actually get worse when he's not on the pitch. I can't explain it, but I thought the 2 games where he's been subbed off, we've been worse, because the one thing Antony does do, whether you like Antony or not, is he does get involved in the game. If we look at, if we look at touches, Antony, every game out of our attackers, out of our front 3, Antony is always having the most touches. 38 touches Antony's had. Rashford's only had 23 and Weghorst has only had 11. Antony is an attacker that drops quite deep to get on the ball, and Antony's the only attacker that I think regularly gets on the ball for Manchester United. And what I will say is, a lot of, in the second half of games, when we saw all of his, all of a sudden our attack was invisible versus Arsenal and our attack was invisible versus Crystal Palace. But that's when Antony came off. And I know Antony gets the ball when he fucks it up, but Antony does get on the ball a lot and does get involved a lot. And I feel like our other attackers don't do that. And I think that's something that Anthony's potentially quite underrated for as well. But look, 67% possession, 8 shots. On the bench, we've got Fred. On the bench, we've got Palestri. On the bench, we've got Alanga. I mean, Varane, if worse comes to worse. We're lucky it's 2-0 because I think Forest could have definitely got an equaliser. I'm hoping that Ten Hag, because Ten Hag was furious. I don't know if you saw Ten Hag. He was absolutely fucking livid. So my thought process is, okay, Ten Hag wasn't too happy. Hopefully he'll give them a bit of a bollocking. Come half time, have a bit of a go at them going, this is not good enough. No, why am I doing a weird accent? That sounds nothing like Ten Hag. And hopefully in the second half we come out less sleepy and maybe he'll do some subs as well. I do think he should do some subs. I think that would be quite useful. Casemiro has truly been the cement between the stones. Glad he plays for us. Bruno frustrating. Bruno's frustrating, but I think he's been all right. But I mean, look, the difference between Casemiro and McTominay. I mean, Eriksen's not showing up today. And I think if McTominay had played that, we'd just be defending all game. Casemiro can get on the ball and get the ball to attack. Casemiro, I think his passing's underrated. He can get the ball in the midfield, take it from the defence, and give it to the attack. He's actually a big creator. I think one of the reasons we created nothing again in the second half versus Arsenal was we almost missed Casemiro's creativity. I think he's very underrated as well. Very, very underrated as well. Anthony's unlucky in front of goal. Works hard for United. Exactly. I think Anthony's had some really good patterns of play and involvement. I think that he's been a bit unlucky. We should get Leao. I think Leao was an absolute baller. I would like him as well. And I think that the problem with Anthony is he takes too many touches. And yeah, he's a bit predictable, takes too many touches as well. It's Ten Hag Jamaican. It was the worst accent ever. Don't even ask as well. And I think Lisandro Martinez is a good performance. I agree with Daniel. I thought Lisandro was good. He's probably our strongest defender. I thought Lindelof looked vulnerable. I thought Lisandro was a lot stronger. But I just think we do look a bit vulnerable in defence. That we need to sort this out for the second half, people. Shall we have a look and see what the internet is saying as well? I think the Weghorst was pretty good. I thought Casemiro was involved in a lot. I mean, even Toby just tweeted, why is Casemiro involved? Was Casemiro involved in the attack at Madrid? Because he almost seems to create or be involved in every transition at United. Like, going forward, Casemiro has been brilliant for United as well. But I think, it's been a bit sloppy as well. It's been a bit sloppy. Roy Keane said on Casemiro, sometimes you realise the quality of the player when he's not in the team. Great positive impacts on games. There's been a lot of talk about his defensive qualities when he arrived, but he's also good offensively. And I think Casemiro going forward this game has been brilliant. But I thought Weghorst has probably been man of the match up with Rashford. Really good 45 minutes as well. Man United analytics said that generally don't know how you can watch Anthony and see a bad footballer. Carries the ball really well, tidy in his passing, link up, combination play is good, and of course areas for improvement. But that's why his quality. And I agree. I see a player in Anthony, and also Ten Hag sees a player in Anthony. He's playing him for a reason, and Ten Hag knows more about football than all of us. So if Ten Hag sees a player there, we listen to him. But I'm very happy that Wout got his first goal. Very, very happy as well. Seeing a few interesting tweets. Marcus Rashford would get 50 goals every season in La Liga. We won't go quite ahead of us as well. Casemiro, as well. Big fan of Anthony. Remember, I trust Ten Hag, and that's my thought process as well. I like Ten Hag, but now Lampard is available. We will need to make that change. I mean, there's no better manager than Lampard, so yeah. Ten Hag is boss. Anthony is coming to big chances, but right now I'd love Garnacho to get the same confidence from Ten Hag. Because of all the confusion. I do want to see a bit more of Garnacho because he does really confuse defences and make an impact. There's a good player in there as well. Really, really good player in there. The second half... oh, fuck me. The second half we're going to kick off in just a second. Just have the water because my throat is absolutely dying, people. Absolutely dying. But if we look at the Twitter there as well... Johnny says, do people think our midfield is playing well? Am I losing my marbles? I don't think the midfield's been particularly good as well. But I think Wout Weghorst has been fantastic as well. Holds up. This is a good point. You can see Wout Weghorst does to United. He holds up and for one touch, bouncing back, etc. Shame he has no pace. But yeah, I think he does hold up the ball well. The defensive side of Wout Weghorst's game is very good. And also he's only had 11 touches, but he's kept the ball very, very well. 12 goal contributions in Rashford's 10 games post-World Cup is absolutely incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. And, this second half, I think 2-0's brilliant. I think Ten Hag will have a go at them. Ten Hag was fuming at shot selection. When Bruno took that shot, oh my freaking God, Ten Hag almost lost his mind as well. Almost lost his mind. I have to say that. And I think, you know, hopefully we'll come out in the second half a lot better as well. But I like the picture of Weghorst, you know, after the first goal. I don't know why I love looking at the match pictures. Do I rate Lindelof? Like, I like Lindelof in the role he is now, where he just plays here and there in the cup games. I think he's a good bench option, a good rotation option, can do a job. Like, he's never good enough to be a start for United, but I do like Lindelof as a bench option as well. Weghorst hat-trick can come in would be nice. And I think 2 midfielders in the summer. I think we need 2 midfielders, a striker, a goalkeeper, a right back, and potentially another attacker in the summer as well. Maybe a cam. And Anthony getting better match by match, more direct, just need to convert the chances. 100% agree. I think Anthony's slander's way too over the top. Way too over the top. And Ten Hag is a motherfucking genius. Ten Hag is genius. Smash the like button if you like Ten Hag. Smash the like button if you think Erik Ten Hag is top G. But wow, I do love them. I do love looking at the match pictures there. I do absolutely love looking at the match pictures there as well. Someone said a penny for Southgate's thoughts. I don't know how Rashford barely played towards the end of the World Cup when he was brilliant as well. And this is a good point. Man United got their 2 hardest games of the season out now. It's a lot easier from here to win, and it's absolutely spot on. We've played our hardest games this season. People need to remember that. And we're still in 4th. Technically, we could be in 3rd. I think if we'd been on game in hand over Newcastle. But we're still in a very good position, having won our 2 hardest games this season. The only thing that worries me is due to the lack of squad depth, I have a feeling United could drop off. I am really worried you could drop off due to the lack of squad depth as well. Wesley says, I really hope we can get a few more goals in the second half and enable us to make a few chances next week ahead of the Palace game. And that's true. I think we need to just create more chances. But the pictures, I love the pictures, guys. Isn't that like Rashford's all smiley? I love that. Like the smiles on his face and all that as well. But everyone asked me my thoughts on Anthony. I actually think he's been all right. I think he just needs to put the chances away. Top G's Bugatti's named Rashford. And 1 more week from Rashford and the tie is over. 1 more from Rashford and the tie is over, yeah. And Ten Hag is mad because he knows we're not operating 100% and we were slopping complacent at the time. Yeah, we're 2-0 up, but it wasn't good enough. And that's the standard. It's like, yeah, you're 2-0 up. Yeah, you're winning 2-0, but you're not playing good enough. And that's the standards, you know, you want at United. So, like, okay, yeah, we're 2-0 up. Yeah, you're beating at it. We could have killed that in the first half if we were at it as well. Marquillian Rashbappe. I tell you what, Rashford versus Mbappe is the debate right now as well. I wouldn't mind seeing Rashford move to attacking midfield second half and Garnacho on the right. Interesting. I'd like to see Garnacho come on. I would have put Fred on for Eriksen second half, but that's just my opinion. But look, the second half is kicking off, people. Let's go get the second half up on the screen while we're here. We might as well. Glory, Manchester United. What's your full-time predictions? I'm going to say 3-0 United. It's going to end. Hopefully, we wake up a bit defensively on the second half. Because hopefully we wake up a little bit defensively this second half. I have to say, because hopefully Ten Hag shouted them and gone, no, you need to do better. This is not good enough. Hopefully Ten Hag has done that. Had a bit of bollocking at them. You'll need to do better, kids. This is not good enough. Glory, Man United. Glory, Man United. No one wants to hear Alice sing, but she will. And for some reason, I thought we were attacking at half and we're not, because I forgot that we changed halves at half time and almost fell asleep. But we move. Man United on the ball. Come on. I honestly just want this game to go like 3-4-0 so I can just chillax. Just chillax a bit. There we go. Anthony. Here we go. Oh, bad touch. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Anthony didn't foul him, ref, you knobhead. You knobhead. Oh, swat. I thought Anthony didn't foul him. Oh, here we go. Weghorst! Oh, it's blocked. I thought that was 3-0. But it was blocked. Wow. I thought that was going to be 3-0. Wow. Unlucky. I really want Anthony to get an assist. I don't think he's actually got an assist yet for United. I think he's been a bit unlucky in that sense that he hasn't got an assist for United. Eriksen on the corner here, lads. Eriksen on the corner. Eriksen corner. No. Not a good corner, that. Not a good corner. Alice, your score. Yeah, my score is wrong. You are right. Sorry. There we go. That should be better. 2-0. Thank you for that, Charlie. It is 2-0. I don't know. My score was just glitching. Lindelof is not playing like he hasn't been a bench warmer. He's not fighting for his place. Maybe Lindelof's not sharp either. But no, Lindelof's been there. But I don't mind him as a bench option. But I thought he could do better. People saying 5-0 United, 4-1 United. Yeah, let me know your predictions for the second half. I'm going to go 3-0. You know, not get ahead of myself. But look, if it can be 5-0, that'll be fantastic, people. That'll be fantastic. We can get like a nice 5-0 in there. Do something good. Oh. Malacia. We're just keeping the ball a bit better here. It's mad that Casemiro seems to be our best defender and attacker. Bruno. I have to say, I do like that captain's armband on Bruno. I think it suits him. I think it suits him quite well. I really like the away kit. I have to say, like, last season, not last season. Like, I thought I didn't like the home kit very much last season. But I think the home kit and the away kit this season is really nice. I thought the away and third kit was really nice last season, the blue kit. Like, I don't like our third kit this season, the bright green one. But I have to say that the away kit this season is almost my favourite, this white top. I do really like this white top, I won't lie to you. I think if I was to buy a United kit, I would buy this one. I don't know who I'd get on the back, though. I like Lisandro, I like Casemiro, I like Bruno, I like Rashford. I don't know who I'd get on the back if I got the United top. But I do really like the away kit. People saying 3-1, 3-0. Yeah, I think 3-1, 3-0 seems quite like a likely score. It's away goals a thing in the Carabao Cup. It's like, because I know they scrapped away goals in Champions League. It's away goals a thing in the Carabao Cup. Like, would Forest have to score 2 or something? I don't know. Does anyone know? I could tell Bruno is most popular in the dressing room. And he speaks with passion, you know, captain, should be good at English. Yeah, he's got fluent English. Bruno's, I think as well, like, you could see, like, when Maguire was captain, there was leaks coming out saying Maguire shouldn't be starting. And I think when your captain of your club is playing that badly and there's question marks over whether he should even be starting for the club, you know, players aren't going to respect him as a captain as well. I think because Bruno deserves to be starting because he's good and he's actually been all right, that people respect him more as well. Jose Mourinho was the first United. Casemiro is more box-to-box player than solely defensive midfield. I think Casemiro is just good at everything. He's just one of those players. He just can do it all. Ooh, Fernandes. He can just do it all. I think because he had Kroos and Modric at Real Madrid, and Kroos and Modric are just such unbelievably good players. There was the aspect that Casemiro at Real Madrid's job was to just sit in front of the defence and solely defend. At United, we need a little bit more in midfield because we know we don't have Kroos and Modric. We need to create a bit more. So Casemiro can come forward and do that with his passing. Oh, my freaking God. Bloody hell. We're playing that on... Oh, oh, wow. Brilliant there, Lindelof. Redeemed yourself. I tell you what, Brennan Johnson, good player. Good player. But that was sloppy. De Gea had to come out and head it to the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. Luckily, Lindelof boots it away, but really stupidly giving the ball away there. Really stupidly. Really stupidly, that. Casemiro. We're just giving the ball away. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Oh my God, I think they're going to score. Oh, luckily it's out. It's just sloppy. I have to say, Forest, We're giving Forest a few chances. We're giving Forest more of the ball than we should be giving them. Sloppy, 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 sloppy. Come on, United. I want better. Those saying Bruno whinges and moans too much never saw Keno play as he'd moan and whinge as well. Yeah, exactly. It's what you need in a captain. It's what you need in a captain. We need to just make one more chance, finish them off 3-0 before the end. I just want to relax, but Forest do scare me. There's no communication between them, just giving them the sloppy ball. That's the thing. It's we're 2-0 up because, we've got a much better side, but we are very sloppy. Forest are more on it. Anthony Eriksson! Oh, crossbar. Crossbar. So unlucky that. Come on, rash dog. Casemiro. Every time we score a goal, Casemiro's involved in the play. Rash dog. Oh, right, the keeper. I keep calling them rash dogs. I called him rash dog once, and now it's stuck in my head. That would have been a class goal by Eriksson. That would have been an absolutely class goal before Eriksson. I'm going to tweet this. Weghorst has more goals than Gakpo and João Felix combined so far. Just to wind people up. Weghorst got more goals than Gakpo, people. Just to wind people up. Someone, I'm definitely going to get like an angry Chelsea or Liverpool fan reply to that and be like, oh my God, doesn't mean he's better just because he scored first, and probably take this tweet totally. You know, I tweet things and it's so obvious I'm joking. Like the amount of times I've tweeted things and it's so obvious I'm joking, and then I'll get an angry reply. And I'm like, do people not know that this is sarcasm? Like, when I'll be saying that, Phil Jones deserves a Ballon d'Or, I'll get someone actually taking it seriously. I'm thinking, like, surely, I don't know. If we win the Carabao Cup, then it's a better competition than the Champions League. Like, people will take that serious. It's just like a bit of fun. Oh, get that a fucking away. Ooh, Gibbs White. Forest look decent here. Garnacho's apparently about to come on. I think maybe he's going to rest Rashford. I'm not sure. It looks like Garnacho's going to come on. He might. I think Rashford's going to come off the way he's holding himself. I think Rashford's going to come off. But I wouldn't be surprised if he took Weghorst off and just wanted all pace. I wouldn't be surprised if he took Weghorst off and just wanted all pace. Man, Bissaka. Let's make it 3-0, peeps. Let's make it 3-0. I think Garnacho's going to come on for Rashford here, which is fine. And then get Garnacho on. Let's go 3-0. 3-0 and shut up shop, I'm thinking. I think it'd be nice to give Garnacho a run on now. I think the thing about Garnacho is because he's pure pace and energy, Forest are going to have to come at us. We're 2-0 up. Forest need a goal. They're going to have to come at us. They're going to have to leave some space in behind. When you've got like legs, Garnacho, quick as fuck, energy, direct, runs at players, that's what you want when you're 2 goals up, when there's a bit of space in behind, because that's what Garnacho will thrive off. I'd have loved Eriksson to have scored that. That was brilliant. Tweets have double meaning. Tweets that Weghorst is a much better player than Gakpo. Exactly. I just tweet that to annoy people. And then you get someone going, oh my gosh, she thinks that, Weghorst is better than Gakpo, but Gakpo scored this many goals and Weghorst is a Burnley flop. Well, I'm just having a bit of fun on the Twitter. But I think Rashford coming off is probably the right decision. Rest him, stop him getting injured, make sure he's okay. Got his goal. And I think Garnacho's kind of energy will be nice as well. I wouldn't have taken Anthony off. I thought he was growing into the game. I think Weghorst is holding up the ball well. I think Garnacho is a pretty smart sub from Ten Hag as well. Give him some more minutes. I'd maybe look at getting Pelistri on as well. And I'd maybe even get Fred on for Eriksson. I think Eriksson's grown into the game, but I just think for the defensive aspect, I'd probably look at getting Fred on. Every time Weghorst touches the ball, he keeps it. What I like about Wout is he doesn't touch the ball much, but when he does touch the ball, lovely skill from Anthony. He manages to keep the ball. he manages to like hold up the ball, and then obviously he managed to get his only shot on the goal. He's barely had any service, but I think that Wout has touched and held the ball up quite well. Bruno! Oh, tries to play it into Wout there. So close. That would have been brilliant. Try to play it into Wout there from Bruno. Just didn't come off for him. But I think Bruno, you know, what I noticed about Bruno is he's being much less selfish. Really good run here from Bruno. Really good pass. Who did the pass into Bruno? Was that Lindelof? Danilo's off. Jack Cole backs on. I'm surprised they haven't brought Lingard on yet. 4-0 was my prediction. I think it'll be 3-0. I think now Rashford's off, the goals might halt a bit. But I tell you what, if Bruno had just got that ball a little bit better, that would have been 3-0, tapping for Weghorst. But you know what? Like, I think this is nice. It's nice watching United play decent football. I think there's been sloppiness at times. There's been defensive sloppiness at times. But it's nice being able to watch United and feel somewhat relaxed in the sense of, okay, this is decent football from United. This is nice. Do you get me? Like, it's quite nice to watch this. Us playing the ball around quite nicely. Are they singing Viva Gon? Are they singing Viva Garnacho? I forgot that they changed the Ronaldo chants to Garnacho. Viva Garnacho, Viva Garnacho. You're not gonna chant, Alice, because like as soon as I start chanting, view count goes. People don't want to hear me chant. Rashford scored 5 goals in his last 5 games. He only scored 5 goals the whole of last season, which is a mad stat. Yeah. I'd say Rashford's form, unreal, isn't it? Absolutely unreal, people. Wow, looked really good as well. Here come Forest. Woo, over. Mate, Forest should have a goal. Brendan Johnson's been fantastic today. Gibbs White's caused some problems. Forest should have a goal. Like, we are lucky it's not 2-1. And this is why I want us to make it 3-0, because they're a threat on the attack, Forest. They're a threat. Oh. So annoying. Gibbs White was so close. Viva Garnacho. Let's go for 200 likes, people. So smash the like button if you haven't already. 34 likes to go. We've got 200 people watching. Surely we'll be able to do that as well. I need to get Alice a microphone for the watch-alongs. I need to get a mic for my live streams anyway. I think the sound's okay, but it could be a bit louder. Oh, lovely run by Garnacho, but it's off. So annoying that just ran out of play for Garnacho. The speed and everything. That would have been so nice if Garnacho could have kept that on. I would get Fred on for Ericsson, and then I'd probably get Pelistri on for Anthony a bit later in the game. It'll bring on Alanga, and I just think let Alanga out on fucking loan and bring on someone like Pelistri. You know Dan Juma was going to go to Everton, and Spurs went and stole him. I reckon, but Ten Hag won't let Alanga go to Everton because he thinks there's too much negativity around it, which I think, although Alanga needs a loan, is Everton the best place for him to go with the fans basically wanting to beat up half the players? Probably not. Probably not. So maybe Ten Hag got that right. So no, Alanga, I'm not letting you go on loan to Everton. The fans are like losing their mind at Everton. I think Dortmund would be a nice loan for Alanga. I think I could see Alanga in Bundesliga. Alanga gives me like RB kind of Leipzig kind of vibes. I don't know if he's that good yet, but I think I could see Alanga, and Ralph Rangnick likes him. Alanga does kind of scream, I'm a Bundesliga player. Like, he does kind of give off that kind of vibe. And that's no disrespect to Alanga whatsoever, but he does kind of give off those Bundesliga vibes. Oh my fucking God. I tell you what, I think Forest are going to get a goal. I think it's going to end 3-1. I think Forest are going to get a goal today. But I think we'll get one more. I think Garnacho just too quick for them. Biggest fear is if we make it 2-2. I'll be fuming. Is Johnson okay? Brennan Johnson's down. Josh going down the chat. Everton a complete state. Everton are such a big side. Like, it'd be mad for them to go down. But I think Everton could go down, to be fair. I think they get a new ownership and everything. Like, Everton Football Club's a mess at the moment. An absolute mess. It's just going downhill and downhill and downhill. And Danjuma's at Spurs. I think Danjuma's a baller. I do really like Danjuma. I think there's a good player in there as well. Everton fans would turn on Elanga right away because he wouldn't be able to turn the fortunes around exactly. Elanga's not the guy that's going to fix Everton. It's not that guy. Rashford. Are they not up for sale? I swear Everton went up for sale. Am I like going crazy? Did Everton go up for sale or not? Everton are a mess, I'll tell you that. They're an absolute mess. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory. I'm kind of worried. Can we do something? As soon as Rashford comes off, we drop. I don't know. I think we're tired. Every single game we're dropping off in the second half. I don't know if it's a thing, a tiredness thing. I just think we always drop off in the second half. Lingard, J-Lings is coming on. Big up J-Lings. Good block from Wan-Bissaka, yeah. Feel bad for James Garner. He's gone to Everton, barely plays. I mean, James Garner deserves more of a chance. He does. I think Donny van der Beek could deserve to. Donny van der Beek screams La Liga player. I think Donny will go. I feel sorry for Donny because he was that game that he got injured. He was playing all right, and he started a Prem game under Ten Hag. He was starting to play a bit more, and he gets injured. I thought Donny's been really unlucky. I mean, James Garner's only had 6 Premier League matches all season for Everton. I feel really bad for James Garner. I think he's gone to Everton and. It's just been a shit show. He's only played 188 minutes of football all season. He's been at Everton 6 months now and not had a single start. Oh, but actually started that game in the Carabao Cup, but came up after 52 minutes. He's a good player that's not gone to a good team. He's not picked a good choice for going to Everton. I think he would have been better off staying at United, even if he was a bit of a squad player, because I think he'd have played it over McTominay. Oh, good cross there from Ericsson. Weghorst almost gets there. Almost gets there. But our fitness levels seem a bit lower, don't they? Where would Pickford go? Everton drops. I don't know. I don't think he's Ten Hag's profile of goalie. I actually do like Pickford. He's always good for England, but I don't think he's Ten Hag's profile of goalie. If Everton go down, there's no one really from Everton that I would particularly like. There's no one that stands out for me for Everton. I think if Wolves go down, I'd grab Matteo Nunes. If Leicester go down, they've got some good players. Like I think for me, Maddison would be quite a good backup with Bruno. Neves even if Wolves go down. But I don't know if he's a 10-year-old kind of player. But Everton, there's no one I'm like, I'd get them. Leicester have got players to get. Wolves have got players I'd take. Southampton, I wouldn't get Ward-Prowse. I don't think he's all that. I mean, he's good free kick take. I don't think it's all that. I mean, maybe I'd get Kyle Walker-Peters if Southampton went down. But yeah. What happened to Tariq Lamptey? He was really good at Brighton, then he just doesn't play loads, does he? Or was that just me? Has he fallen off a bit? Joe Worrell. The Forest fans are loud, aren't they? They're good fans. Wan-Bissaka. Good bit of play there. Anthony. Come on, boy. Good bit of play. Anthony into Ericsson. This is a good attack. Come on. 3-0, baby. 3-0. 3-0. Ericsson with the cross. Corner. Raya or Sanchez? I'd probably go Raya, but I think Sanchez is slightly better. But I think Raya's could be better value for money as well. Garner should have stayed at United. 100%. I think Garner would have probably got more minutes if he stayed at United than Everton because he's not being played at Everton. I think he'd have played at United. He would have gone into a stable team playing good football next to someone like Casemiro that could have unlocked him. And he probably would have, he's got 188 minutes all season at Everton. He probably would have got more at United. I think he should have stayed. Or he should have gone to Forest because Forest actually liked him and he was good at Forest under Steve Cooper. I think Everton was a silly move. Oh, hello. Which tried to play the corner short, but it didn't come off for us. Did not come off for us, but I think that was quite smart thinking there. Glory, 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 Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. Is Chris Wood signed for Forest? Am I like living under a rock or something? I wouldn't say Anthony Gordon. I think it's not. It just doesn't appeal to me. All grey. They just don't appeal to me that much. Lamptey has a hamstring like Martial. I was going to say Lamptey was really kind of rated and then he just fell off, didn't he? He's just got the Martial hamstring. If you were Erik Ten Hag to land a trophy, a top 4 finish with potential new owners to come in the end of the season, it's going to be very interesting. You're right, Diego. You're right, Diego. Chris Wood's gone on loan. I think that, Ten Hag, if he gets top 4, if we get good new owners, I think we're in a very good direction. I think top 4 would be an incredible achievement for Ten Hag, considering that, everyone else is investing in January, the shit show that we were last season, the lack of depth, the fact that he's basically had no striker because Martial gets injured coming out of the womb. I think top 4 will be good for Ten Hag. Casemiro. Fuck, giving it away. Passes have been silly today. I have to say, Casemiro has been good, but he made a few silly wee passes. Lingard will be desperate to score. Lingard will be absolutely fucking desperate to score. Lovely that. Weghorst. Oh, love. Every time Weghorst gets the ball, he doesn't lose it. He always makes a good pass. Bruno to the side of Anthony. Anthony makes the run. Back into Bruno. Come on, this has got to be 3-0. Baby, 3-0. Eriksen, corner. Better. Glory, glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man United. All right, I reckon Eriksen corner, Weghorst fucking header, bish, bash, bosh, 3-0, shut down shop, that's it. I want Garnacho to get a goal. I haven't seen Garnacho that much. I want to see a bit more of Garnacho, Alejandro. I want to see a bit more of him, but I'm liking this. Eriksen to take a corner. Come on, Eriksen, baby. Come on. Deliver it. 3-0, and that is the second leg. Calm. No, it was a crap corner. I really want to see Garnacho get a goal. Weghorst has scored. Rashford scored. It's got to be Garnacho or Anthony on the score sheet next. Oh, fucking love you, butcher, Lisandro Martinez. Lovely fucking tackle. Lovely stuff. Oh, Garnacho can't keep it on. You can't keep it on. That's annoying. Wow, dance party. We love it. Hopefully Palestri comes on. That would be nice. Wood from to Forest from Newcastle. Yeah. I didn't even know that happened. It's nice to see Palestri and Fred come on. Ten Hag's got his subs right there. They're the 2 players I would have brought on, Palestri and Fred. Palestri's coming on for Anthony. I think that would be nice. Palestri's energy. 2-0 up. Carabao Cup. Love that. And Fred coming on for Eriksen. I think Ten Hag's got those subs spot on. The pace and frightenness of the youngsters on the counter-attack. And then Fred to come on for that defensive stability. I think Ten Hag's got his substitute spot on. I think Eriksen needed to come off. He was getting knackered. So I'm excited for this last 20 minutes now that the youngsters are on, actually. I'm really excited. I think we always drop off when we take off Anthony, though, because I think he's quite good at taking the ball from midfield to attack. But I do like that as well. But yeah, glad to see Palestri come on. Martinez is a freaking tank. Man United players do look knackered. I think Weghorst is having a really, really good game. Really good underrated game. Erling Haaland is the only Premier League player with more goals than Rashford this season as well. Gibbs White looks a bit injured. Gibbs White's girlfriend keeps coming up on my TikTok. Day in the life. Football is girlfriends. Lucky for some. One of their best players is coming off, which is bad for them, but that is good for us. So, sympathy there. You know what? Do we miss Gakpo? No. We are very lucky to have Weghorst because he's got more goals than Gakpo. He's got more goals than Gakpo. Weghorst. I said his name wrong, but you know what I mean. Forest just doing sub after sub after sub. But good substitutions by Ten Hag as well. Weghorst looked good tonight. Does the away rule count in EFL? I have not a clue. I couldn't tell you, actually. I feel like I should know, but yeah. May I say I like you? I'd like to see your talent on the field. I'll be a bit like McTominay on the pitch for United. The Butcher just butchered there. I have to say, Lisandro Martinez, you see that tackle? Bosh. It's like Lisandro motherfucking Martinez. Yes, please, as well. Palestri and Garnacho. My ears are blocked. I'm trying to unblock my ear. It's gone all blocked for some reason. Ow. Oh well. Palestri and Garnacho should be signed on a pair of long-term contracts. Potentially, yeah, I would. As long as we don't overpay them. I'm trying to unblock my ear. Just pull it. The away goal rule does not count. I didn't think it counted, but I just wanted to check. Oh, that's a chance for Forest. There we go. I'll tell you what, 2-1. Forest make it 2-1. The away leg's up for grabs. And we do need to think of making it 3-0 and killing it off. And Gakpo has been poo so far. Yes, hasn't he? Absolutely has been poop. What? No, only Haaland's got more goals than Rashford. I think Rashford's... Like, in the Premier League, Kane's got more goals than Rashford. But in all competitions, you know, only Haaland's got more goals than Rashford in the Premier League, in all comps. Like, I think Anthony had a good game. I think people will slander him, but I think Anthony had a good game. I really do. I know he missed 2 chances, but I thought he was very involved. I thought Weghorst was decent as well. Eriksson did okay, but I think he was a bit lost and tired. Wan-Bissaka, Palestri. That's a foul. That's foul, referee. Fuck off. Unai Emery's watching. Why is Unai Emery watching it? Is he scouting someone? Have we got Villa coming up? I don't know. Unai Emery's just deciding I'm going to watch the game. Wag one. Here we go. Garnacho. Oh, just loses out there. Just loses out. What? I'm still looking at the Rashford goal. It was brilliant. Wow. Wout's had a fantastic game. Fantastic as well. Good evening. Yeah, I need to get an eardrop. It's just like blocked. Like, just like, you know, when it feels like something's stuck in there. I'm like trying to pull it, like open up my eardrum. It's all blocked. Maybe he's looking to loan one of your players. Could be. Palestri, good little run there. Is Palestri left or right footed? Does anyone know that? I want to Google if Palestri's left or right footed. I feel like he's right footed, but I know Ten Hag likes inverted wingers. Is Facundo Palestri left footed? He's right footed actually. So he's not an inverted winger. He's right-footed. I always thought he was right-footed, but Ten Hag plays him on the right, so I wondered if he might be inverted, because we know Ten Hag likes an inverted winger. 77 minutes played. Manchester United 2, Forest 0. I think if it ends 2-1, it's going to be a very tense second leg. If we can make it 3-0, I think we're comfortably through to the final. Yeah, I think for my match reaction, I will get into some news as well. There was a few news stories going about Man United making one more signing, new ownership, you know, la-di-la-di-la-di-la-di-la. So, yeah. Glazers threatening to stay at United. As well, that's a story. I do think the Glazers will sell, but That's a story. Yeah. Tomorrow, so basically, schedule people. So obviously after this match, I'm going to do a match reaction, and I'm also going to talk about some news coming out about one more Jan signing. So match reaction, a little bit of news will be out about, I don't know, 10:30, 10:45 p.m. tonight. And then I want to, tomorrow morning, probably about 11 a.m., maybe 11:30 in the morning, there will be a 5 Things We Learned video out, as well as a news update. So we match reaction today, and then I'll talk about 5 things we learned where, I look at the statistics, analyse maybe some of the post-match reaction from players, with a bit more news comes out from the game and news. And then this time tomorrow, well, probably about 6:30 tomorrow, 6:30 to 7:30 tomorrow UK time, there'll be a live stream discussing the news and all of that. Glazers not passing up the money, they're greedy. The Glazers are holding out for as much money as they can get because they're fucking greedy bastards. And Maguire to Villa, I want to see how terrible the pairing with Mings could be. Oh, my. Maybe he's looking at Maguire, Unai Emery, because the Villa did want him, apparently. Palestri with a great cross, but Weghorst can't quite get there. Really good cross from Palestri. That's probably the best cross we've had all day. The one thing with Anthony is because he's inverted, we don't get many crosses. And we've got Weghorst there. Look at that. Fantastic cross. Fantastic cross from Palestri. He's got something in his locker, Palestri, hasn't he? He really does got something in his locker. I thought that was really good from Palestri. I thought that was really, really good from Palestri. Malacia is a savage, isn't he? A Palestri or Garnacho goal is the best way to end the game. Just one of the 3-0 Palestri or Garnacho goal, please. That's what I want to see, lads. That's what I want to see. I love the Forest fans just shouting Liverpool, Man City. Like, what's that going to do? If Maguire was the height of Lisandro, I wonder who he played for based on ability. And Ten Hag should rest the bunch for the second leg. Yeah, I potentially some, but I still think 2-0. I think 3-0 is when you really know you can rest it. And Garnacho and Palestri could both have amazing careers, hopefully. A few more minutes, maybe Maino. I don't know. I think that might be a bit of a risk. He won't look at Maguire because he knows he won't play hardly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Maguire wasn't playing. I don't know why he's here, actually. Make a good point. Maguire was suspended, so he wouldn't have come here to watch Maguire, would he? Ugh, a bit of an idiot moment. Oh, the fans are annoying. They're just shouting Liverpool, Man City, Liverpool, Man City. I'm like, fuck off, Forest fans. Someone said Salah's been rubbish, but 17 goals, same as Rashford, top CL. The thing that Salah hasn't been rubbish, but I think because Salah has such a high output every season, I feel like Salah is one of those players where he's like Bruno. Bruno hasn't been rubbish this season. Bruno's been brilliant this season, but people think he's been rubbish because he's not getting the stats he used to get. I think because Salah's had like 3 amazing seasons, and then this season he's also been good, but he's not been as amazing as the season before. People assume Salah's been bad. Like, Salah has been good. Salah is underrated. I said this in my TikTok video the other day. I said Salah has loads of goals, and I put Salah as the 3rd best winger in the league this season after Saka and Rashford. And people were like, oh, Salah shouldn't be in the top 10. And Salah's a victim of his own good form. Because Salah was so brilliant, like, when he's good, even though he's good, people think he's bad because when he's been brilliant as well. Alice, would you take Kane, says Gaz? Yeah, I would. But I'd rather Osimhen and Vlahovic, but Kane would be my 3rd choice. But as long as we don't overpay massively for Kane. That's something I worry we'll do. It's just massively overpay for Kane. Because United love to overpay people. If that's one thing you didn't know about United, they like to. I just feel like if the board is still here, it's going to be we go for Kane in like April, and then we get him in August for 100 million for a player with 1 year left on his contract, load of money. But reportedly, Kane wants to stay at Spurs, because apparently winning trophies at United doesn't appeal to Kane. But I don't think winning trophies at all appeals to Kane, if I'm being honest. Seems that Kane just doesn't care about winning trophies. He wants to stay at Spurs. The Forest fans are fucking annoying. Honestly, Liverpool, Man City. Can you be something a bit more creative? I mean, at least they're not the Leeds fans making Hillsborough and Mason Greenwood chants. They could, you know, but it's just the unoriginality. Glory, glory. Oh, fuck me. Palestri almost gave it away stupidly there. Damn, that was risky. Oshmin! It's not a corner. It's a free kick. Palestri taking the risk there. Will you add Palestri play for your post-match analysis? I thought the Palestri cross was good. Kane doesn't know what winning trophies feels like, so he doesn't know what he's missing. Alice, do you see Mbappe coming in the summer? Believe it or not, I don't think he's going to come to United, but I'd like it. Yeah, I think I just want us to make this 3-0 as well. Nottingham is so bad they don't even chant their own team. They use other teams. Nottingham Forest have a massive fan base, but yeah, Mbappe will not leave PSG now that Messi's leaving on a free in the summer. Yeah, I can't see him getting rid of both. Free kick in a good position here for Forest. Really good position. I have a cough sweet, but I try to talk with it in my mouth. Alright, here come Forest. Oh, that was risky. Good bit of play there. That's a foul. Well done. Mbappe will stay at PSG for a long time, probably. The thing about Mbappe is, I think right now he probably is the best player in the world. We saw it at the World Cup. But he's like in such a shit league that I'm like, oh, like with Mbappe, like he'll never, if he wants to be in the Ronaldo Messi legacy bracket, he's got to get to the Prem. Like even La Liga, I know Real Madrid and Barcelona matter, but that's dead. I think Mbappe's got to get to the Prem if he wants to like cement himself as like a football elite. And maybe that seems like a naive Prem fangirl thing to say, but I really think he does. Wow, Weghorst. Wow, Weghorst. I think Weghorst has had a really good game. Really, really good game. I thought it was fantastic today. I think you could argue he's man of the match. Didn't touch the ball a lot, but he kept the ball. He held up well, put in a defensive shift. Lingard. Well done, Lindelof. Forest, a bit of an attack there. Glad Weghorst's got his goal. Take the pressure off. 100%, yeah. Kane is going to stay a Spurs legend regardless if he moves or not. If he does move to United, all the pressure's on him to perform at 30. I guess in that sense, but you know, if you want to be a top player, you've got to have the balls to make that kind of move. Casemiro could have played it safe at Real Madrid and had an easy life, easy trophies. Wait, Casemiro's like, I'm going to take the risk and go to United, a team that lost 4-0 to Brentford, hardest league in the world. I'm going to take the risk and go there. And he did. Who needs trophies if they're known as the greatest goal scorer in Prem history? True. But, like, Kane will always be a good player despite trophies, but surely you want one in your career. You know what? Someone said to me the other day, Spurs are so reliant on Kane that would it almost be good for Spurs not to have Kane because it's like they're so almost reliant on him. And I said, you know what? That's a good point. Like Spurs, the last sort of 5-6 years have just been all about Kane. Would it be nice to just try something else? I think that's always a good thought process in it as well. I thought Anthony deserved a goal today. I thought Anthony was good. I think the attack's been really good today. He's got Nacho. It'd be nice for him to do something. I thought Forest would give Garnacho a bit more space, but I think they know he's dangerous. We've got a front three of youngsters now. Fred! Ballistri. Oh, Hellenisty gets that. That would have been so nice if Ballistri scored. I think it's just mad. Like, some reports are saying that Kane wants to go to United, and the next reports are saying Kane wants to stay. United, we do. United, we do. United, we love you. I think we've still got time. Oh, lovely play. Palestri. Lovely. Alanga. Bruno. Oh, Bruno! Bruno! Alanga with the assist. Here. That is it. We're in the final, baby. We're in the final. Don't care about the second leg. 3-0. Bruno. That is us in the final, baby. Ten Hag is taking United to a freaking final. We're going to Wembley. Pelistri's on side here. Nico Williams makes the tackle. Alanga does it well to win it back. Chips it into Bruno. Boss, Bruno Fernandes. 3-0. Bish, bash, bosh. Lovely stuff. I thought Forest were all right today, but let's go. Beautiful. Game over. Let's make it 4-0. We Newcastle, Southampton in the final. Let's make it 4-0. If you make it 4-0, we can just sit and rest. Make it 4-0. We can just sit and rest our good players for the second half, second leg. Forest have got to turn up in the second leg and do something crazy. Hennessy's crap. Oh, the barriers come down there. I saw the barrier. That's mad. Let's freaking go, people. Bruno. Here from Portugal like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. He makes defenders look shy. He's our Portuguese Magnifico. We're basically going to Wembley. We're in the final. I think Palistri needs more game time. I think he's been impressive since he's come on as well. I think he's been really impressive. Wow, Weghorst. Oh, wow, Weghorst. Casemiro, look, the Casemiro's passing. My fantastico. Casemiro's got a good fucking ball on him. Who's your man of the match, people? Gary Neville's giving it to Lisandro Martinez. I think Lisandro Martinez has been fantastic. I think Weghorst was really good. I think Lisandro Martinez, man of the match, is fair from Gary. I think we scored 3 goals, but he's been fantastic. Had a lot to do. I thought Weghorst was very good as well. But yeah, with people, we seem to be going to Wembley. Wembley. We're the famous Man United, and we're going to Wembley. Alice, remember when you said Man United are better than Arsenal? How's that going? I said Man United were better than Arsenal 2 years ago because Arsenal would finish 8th and we finished 2nd. In the summer, I said Arsenal would finish above us. So, yes, when I said Man United were better than Arsenal, we were better than Arsenal. We're not better than Arsenal at the moment, but we bloody were. We bloody were better than Arsenal when we came 2nd and they came 8th. Alanga, you've got to give credit where credit is due because we do slaughter Alanga a bit. That Alanga assist was absolutely beautiful. And Palistri looking really good. Really good. Here we go. Hennessy gets there. Isn't Hennessy a drink? Is Tennessee an alcoholic drink? Or am I like being stupid? I have to say, Forest looked all right in attack. Brennan Johnson was a threat, but defensively, they're a mess. Defensively, they're a mess, and I think United were just able to capitalise on that. You know, they've basically lost the game in the first leg, and this is the second time we've played Forest and been, what, 3-0. United, we love you. We love United, we do. We love United, we do. We love United, we do. Oh, United, we love you. Oh, shot there. They've got a chance to make it 3-1. I did say it was going to end 3-0 or 3-1. So I said I could see Forest getting a goal. I just sat on the headphone. So we don't want to concede now. I think 3-0 puts us in a very good, relaxing position come the end of the game. But yeah, Alanga first goal contribution since match day 3 against Liverpool. And that is it, people. The full time whistle has gone. Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 1. We're going to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. I know there's a second leg, but we're going to Wembley. Oh, 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 oh. Do not sing like a twat. Let's go on to SofaScore. Let's do the player ratings, and then we'll record a match reaction. But guys, absolutely happy with that. I tell you what, it weren't perfect. It was sloppy in moments. It was sloppy in time. And I tell you what, I don't think Ten Hag will be best pleased. But United have pretty much done enough. So that second leg, man, we can chill. I think we've done enough to pretty much bish, bash, bosh, wrap that up, second leg, and chill. As you can see here, if you look at the match statistics, 67% possession, 15 shots, 6 on target. We created 2 big chances to their none. Man United did enough to win the game. And I think we were the better team. I think Forest did enough to get a goal. I think Forest on another day would have scored a goal. You know, we gave the ball away a few too many times. I thought we were a little bit sloppy today in terms of possession loss, but all round a good performance from Manchester United, a well-deserved win. I have to say I was really impressed with the attack today. I think, let me know your man of the match down below. I think Lisandro Martinez could easily be man of the match, put in a defensive shift. I thought, wow, Weghorst put in an absolute shift. Weghorst, and because Rashford came off, I think my man of the match nominees is between Weghorst and Lisandro. I also thought Bruno really grew into the game, although he gave the ball away a lot. I think all in all, De Gea, 7 out of 10. Wan-Bissaka, 7 out of 10. Lindelof, 6 out of 10. Martinez, 8 out of 10 for me. Malacia probably gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Casemiro, 7 out of 10 for me. Eriksen, I thought was a 6 out of 10. Did grow in the second half. Bruno's a 7 out of 10. Anthony, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10 to. Rashford, 7.5 out of 10 for the goal. Weghorst, I give an 8. Lisandro and Weghorst are the 8s for me. I thought they were solid. I thought they were really good today, even though they weren't super heavily involved, if I'll be honest. I thought they put in a solid performance. If we look at the statistics here, the goals came from Bruno, Wout and Rashford. The assists came from Alanga and Casemiro. Most tackles, Lisandro Martinez, 5. Most accurate passes, Lisandro Martinez, 95. Most duels won was actually Tyrone Malacia, but Lisandro Martinez actually won 8 out of 12 duels as well. You know, absolutely class from that. You look at the attacking statistics here. Anthony, 2 shots on target, highly involved in the game. Most dribbles, Casemiro completed a dribble. Brennan Johnson was very good for Palace for Forest. Shots blocked, shots off target. If you look at the defensive statistics, clearances, Martinez 4. Blocks, Martinez is up there. Interceptions, Martinez has got the most. Tackles, Martinez has got the most. I mean, Lisandro Martinez was a fucking tank today. Look at passing, 119 touches. No, like, look how many touches Martinez had. 119. Look how involved he was in the game. Lisandro Martinez was just in full control of the game, absolutely dominated. As someone said, Weghorst scored, so at least rivals can sharp. You know, we've bantered that Liverpool got Gakpo and, you know, Chelsea got Felix. But who's got a goal? Has Gakpo got a goal for Liverpool? No. Has Felix got a goal for Chelsea? No. Has mother freaking Weghorst scored a goal for Manchester United? Yes, he does. So shut up. Who needs Gakpo? Who needs Gakpo? Who needs Gakpo? That's what I should be saying. Who on earth needs Gakpo? Man United do not need Gakpo. We don't need Felix because we got Wout. And Wout was brilliant. Bruno's work rate is crazy. Yeah, Bruno doesn't get enough credit. His work rate is crazy. And Pellistri should be given an opportunity to play more. 100%. 100%. And I did say 3-0, to be fair. I did say 3-0. Lisandro Martinez, man of the match. Let me know yours down below. Alice, 10 out of 10. What can I say? Pellistri and Garnacho looked very good when they came on. Especially Pellistri really, really impressed me as well. Lindelof had a much better second half, to be fair, as well. But, you know, Lisandro Martinez is just like another level. He was carrying that midfield. Lisandro Martinez was fantastic. And should Palestri be given the opportunity to play more? I think 100%. I think I liked that Ten Hag brought Palestri on before he brought Elanga on. We've seen Elanga come on. I thought Elanga was really good. Elanga came on and got the chip. A really good cheeky assist from Elanga. Lovely stuff. But I think, you know, Palestri, World Cup, well played at the World Cup, played for Uruguay, a good team at the World Cup. For me, it's really nice to see Palestri come on because I've always said this about Palestri. I think there's a really good player in Palestri. And I think if we'd have let Palestri go, we'd massively, massively regret it if we let Palestri go as well. And Larry said that he never wanted Gakpo. And maybe I wanted Gakpo because I wanted the depth. But I said Gakpo's not 100% the profile we need. But Gakpo and Felix I thought were better than Weghorst. I think the profile Man United really need is a Vlahovic, Osimhen type of deal. I think there's definitely a profile out there that Manchester United need. And I think, you know, while Gakpo hasn't been good for Liverpool, I do think Gakpo will be a good player. But I don't think Gakpo was made for Liverpool. I think Gakpo would have been better at United than Liverpool. But I think Weghorst really impressed me today. And I can see why Ten Hag wanted him in the sense of, you know, he didn't have many options, but he's a proper 9. And unfortunately, we create no service for Weghorst. I actually feel a bit sorry for him. We didn't create much for him, but whenever he got the ball, he could just stand there strong, hold up the ball, lay on a pass, keep possession. What United have been struggling sometimes with, you know, Rashford can't do this. As brilliant as Rashford is, he can't do it. It's like just keep possession of that ball in the final third, hold it up for the attackers to come. And Wout Weghorst, his hold-up play, his pressing, his kind of defensive shift, his all-round play, what he does off the ball, his positioning, drawing out defenders, I think he's really underrated and he kind of got that poacher's goal. But, you know, and then Palestri created that one brilliant chance for him, brilliant cross for Palestri, and Wout heads it in. But I thought Wout was fantastic today. I thought Lisandro Martinez was a tank. Palestri impressed me. I mean, Casemiro, every time we attack, every transition, every kind of forward ball, Casemiro was involved in as well. There was some, you know, there was times where we were sloppy. I think, you know, I've seen United play better. I've seen United play worse. But all in all, I was quite happy with that today. So Wembley we go, and it's very good to be at Wembley. I mean, technically we're not at Wembley. Forest could come to Old Trafford and win 4-0. But, you know, if Forest do come to Old Trafford and win 4-0, and now we've seen Brentford win 4-0, I'd be absolutely shocked. So very, very happy with that as well, people. Guys, please do smash that like button and, of course, subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football if you're new. I am going to go ahead and record my match reaction to the match. My match reaction will be out at 10:45 p.m. tonight. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because not just am I doing a match reaction, but I've got some news on United transfers. So at 10:45 p.m. tonight, there'll be some news on United transfers. There'll be my match reactions. There will be some other stuff coming out. Bish, bash, bosh. So smash a like, smash a subscribe. Match reaction out in 45 minutes. 5 things we learned out tomorrow morning from the video. There's also going to be a transfer news update. And this time, 6:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow, I'm going to be live where we can discuss all the United news. But we are 3-0 up, you know, unless we're basically at Wembley, unless they went 4-0. So smash a like, the United being in the final. Subscribe down below if you're new. See you next time and bye.